Get ready for the last part of the Archon quest, Cataclysm's Quickening, Act 4. It was about time that I finished this. I'm actually excited. It's been quite some time. Alright, go to the production zone to search for Linny. Okay, the last time we found his card in our room. Now we're gonna meet up with him. Quite some time we didn't do prison work indeed. Yep, that's true. Am I in the right zone? Hopefully I am. Alright. He looks so out of place with this outfit. Like, imagine someone being this dressed up and, chic in prison. Hello.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
Of course. You summarize your findings to Linny.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all.
But what happened to him? Did he make it out? We still don't
gave
know.
Him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
So we can follow after him?
Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His
I
escape
agree.
route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
That's where Fremine comes in.
When you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Exactly.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Alright, please do. We're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain.
He's really nice
Honestly,
here.
I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
I mean, I think Risley is aware of what's going on.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Free Tartag.
To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
Oh my god. So it's at least a week.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands.
It's not even surprising that he can assume that.
Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
So 9 days of more prison work? Is that what we're up
master of
against?
Disguise. Lynette's
No.
still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
So we're gonna investigate the
What do you want us to
Forbidden
do?
Zone.
Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs.
Okay.
You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot. Did you only say that because I'm we are not an amateur, come on.
My apologies. I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger sister.
Okay, that was sweet.
But that's not bad thing, right?
But what if I'm the older sister? I bet I'm the older sister, though.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days.
Right, 9
Stay
days.
safe.
After doing some prep with Paimon, you begin slowly. Okay.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in the corner and try your best to eavesdrop. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation. I mean, how can I read it? Like 1 second. Okay. Siegewin and 2 NPCs.
It's not impossible.
What is not impossible? Why am I going forward as if I'm going to hear them better, though? Okay.
It's a bit hard
We cannot
to
hear
understand
it.
from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
You nod and take a long, deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor. If you recall correctly, that potion is a result of a failed attempt at alchemy. Oh my god, what is going on right now? Are we throwing up? Having given a good whiff, you hand the potion back. Oh, are we gonna make... Oh, okay, we're making ourselves sick. Okay. The way she runs, oh my god.
Whoa, are you okay?
No, as you can see, I'm not.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
The way she's calling us the little one. Okay.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do.
Oh my god, Paimon, you're quite the actress.
Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
Oh my god, Paimon, you deserve an Oscar.
Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
Oh, my stomach really, really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Oh my god. Oh my god, did you see her tiny little hand? Oh, she's so cute.
You can do it, traveler.
Thank you, and I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm totally
please
sick.
relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Okay. Sagewin has taken out a few instruments and begun to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now.
She sees through our little trick.
My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger.
Okay, good.
That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Sagewin's using her hands to palpate different areas on my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed. Because she's seeing our little
Don't
trick.
sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
Oh, that hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange.
I'm saying I'm sick. Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. I can barely feel it. I mean, Traveler, do something.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
Oh, I'm
I
sensing...
think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing
Oh,
too
okay.
serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
Good, good. Of course, of
Miss
course.
Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
Oh no, she doesn't have to look after us. We'll be fine by ourselves. Phew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Sejwin just called the woman Lorwyn. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Lorwyn? So she has to be one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard before. Would that mean the man next to her is Juryu? Juryu then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Still not really great. I can't keep staring at her. It will draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking at my direction too.
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sejwin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone
you're gonna
imprisoned
make them
here is useless,
argue.
you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sejwin take care of the sick and injured.
Girl.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
She's a little bit
We've
fiery,
been
but
sick
that's
a while.
okay.
I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sejwin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sejwin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
What did you say? Juryu? That's a tongue twister. By the way, why is the reason that she has frequent heart palpitations?
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Let them argue. Maybe they will take it outside. These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. So, but where are the medicines? But outside of the 2 of them, there is nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. We gotta find a way to send them away. Oh. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. Eh? Wait. There seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there. That seems fishy.
There's no need to fight. Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this.
Paimon being the middle ground. Oh my god.
But
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Why are they even here? They don't look like criminals. The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. But it isn't a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here, of all places. I mean, maybe Sejwin is using it during the lunch breaks. Is it hiding something?
please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
And
Just
same to
getting
you, Miss
heated.
Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
I'm seeing an enemies to lovers story here. Already shipped them. Juryu and
You
what
just
was her
slowly
name?
walked
Lori.
off like that?
Enemies to lovers.
That's just what he's like.
She definitely likes him.
I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Yeah, because she's like, that's only mine to remember.
You really can't stand him, huh?
Yeah, she can't stand him to the point of liking him.
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is?
She likes him.
But there's no
Dot.
need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seashween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Well, thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Not really. Those two kept fighting.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Seashween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
That actually sounds a little suspicious. The way she says, I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Why don't you want us to walk around? Is there a reason? Maybe there's a movable hatch around here somewhere that leads to, I don't know, a secret route? You take the stomach ache pill that Seijwin gave you. Okay.
Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
There is money. Oh, I don't think so. There's a secret route here. I believe it leads to maybe the forbidden area that Linny talked about, but I'm not sure. What color of pill that you should be taking today? She takes multiple pills? What?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Did I talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember? Yeah, we didn't hear anything like that.
Yellow, huh?
Strange.
I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
See ya!
Okay, are we going to sleep over at infirmary tonight? I'm
I'm
hoping
going to fill out
so.
your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
Yep.
I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right, then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night.
I mean, we don't really have much option when it comes to food. You know, we're in prison.
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Sejuin is still looking at me. I should try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. The awareness from work, You can, however, still catch some hints of Paimon's conversation with
We've been to
Sejuin.
lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong.
Oh, she's so cute.
So you're the best of companions. Don't worry, she'll recover soon.
Companion, that word brings forth a wave of comfort.
You're awake.
That is such a cute vision to open my eyes
How do
to.
you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods.
Sure.
Thank you, Miss Sejuin.
Alright, return to dormitories. Bye, Sejuin. What is this? Useless weapon, okay. So, when are we going to research that removable hatch we just saw? We shouldn't take long. Alright.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to
We sleep talked? No. Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now.
Well, maybe that's because of you keep stealing our food.
Paimon talked with Sijwin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
No. There is... I mean... She knows stuff, okay? Are we really off track? No! There are still a few weird things about the place. The removable hatch... Yeah, that movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sijwin asked Lorwyn. And also, were they really talking about their mess before we walked in? No. Oh, and was Lorwyn and Juryu's argument genuine, or were they just putting on a show? Paimon, listen, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
Over the next few days, you and Paimon work at the station as normal. During your shifts, however, you manage to find opportunities to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. Oh, don't lose that paper, okay? Oh. You manage to pass a slip to a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. That's smooth. That is smooth. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. Okay, now this is where it gets started, I think.
Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Linny!
Run. Run. This is the second time that Traveler had to break out of jail? Second time? I forgot the first one. What was it? Oh. Now we're gonna go after Child.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Not really.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
I mean, hopefully we didn't.
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago.
Nice.
And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person.
Oh, the first time when the Grand Sage put you in a jail freeing Nahida. Yeah, I remember now. Back in Sumeru. Well, that was so funny the way Paimon screamed behind the bars. Now I remember.
Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Well, yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
That's true. I'm loyal to Neuvillette.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril.
Oh.
Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sijwin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh, yeah, we heard about that too.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Poor traveler is a criminal everywhere. Every time we arrived, like, first at a new nation, we are not always really welcomed. Lynette should be here right now, so where is she?
Huh.
Oh, no.
Strange. Lynette?
Maybe she went in through the movable hatch?
As expected, Sijwin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know.
No.
Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
Search for clues in the infirmary. Maybe something went
There are
not
some
according
books
to the
here
plan.
and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sijwin would be interested in these kinds of things?
I mean, she has to know as a healthcare. How do you say? Let's say doctor. Is she a doctor? Not really. She's a nurse. She has to know these kind of things as a nurse, you know?
She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
I think the latter.
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Exactly. Jadealy, are you Asia or NA traveler? I'm a EU traveler, actually. Yep. Okay, investigate the bed. What are we even gonna
None
find?
of the beds have any signs of having been slept
Yeah.
in. Except that one over there.
Well, we slept in that.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Why would she leave it this way? Like intent. Oh no, that's not a good sign. What is going on? This angle is a little bit, creepy. What is going on? Oh my god, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen pretty soon. It's the removable hatch. Hatch.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Yeah, that's true. It's literally sitting there. Lenny leans down to close the movable hatch and starts tapping.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
Or maybe they made her go inside.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
I'm kind of panicking though. The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic, he probably said that subconsciously more for himself than anything else. Of course he's worried about his younger sister. Oh my god.
You guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
Who is this?
This is...
He knows.
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
What is going on? Tell
Show
me.
me. Now!
Okay, the look on his face is telling me this is no good news.
That look on your face! Paimon's reading it now! Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
No. Oh my god. Who took her?
No! Could she have? Is she already?
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
I told you. Of course he was.
We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first? Well, he deliberately let us infiltrate so we could feel we are safe or we are doing a good job. Maybe we would, let our guards down a little bit.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
But is it really him? We are just assuming now. Who could... Was it Wriothesley? Remember the trailer? That's the point, I don't remember the trailer. Wait a minute. This is just an assumption. It might not be him.
You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm.
Maybe it wasn't him.
This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
What happened last time?
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
Oh, I get it now. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose...
Oh my god.
Then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Then he yelled, Wriothesley, why did you take my siblings? It might imply that Fremine also might be taken. Oh my god. He's referring to losing Lynette years ago. So he's reliving this trauma again.
And he's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Wow, a great way to calm him down. Linny, calm down.
Don't be like this, Linny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
I mean, dude just lost both of his siblings and Traveler is like, Linny, calm down.
No, I'm the leader of this operation and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
I mean, this is not the time to blame ourselves, okay? We need to come up with a plan.
I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Okay, that was...
Hey, don't be reckless.
Yeah, that was impulsive.
Please, talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Protective older brother mode turned on.
He's rushed out the door. After him.
She's listening. Oh my god. Help us. Oh no, she's smirking. She's definitely...
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Oh, she knew we were there.
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Oh. They knew. They knew.
Someone, please help! She's sick!
But what were they looking at? She said pack up everything.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp.
Oh yeah, we are.
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
She played the dumb quite well. That Melusine eyesight.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
She played us well. Siegeween is a lot more than she gives out. I agree. I knew it from the start.
Wait!
Oh my god.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Linny, don't be impulsive. They are on to us.
He's already out of sight. How
Oh
is he
my
so
god.
fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
No, we are not going diving, Nuvi. Okay. Now we can see some action, hopefully. Yes, between Linny and Risley.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Oh, how considerate of you.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
Oh my god, of course. He wouldn't, right?
You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
Oh.
He's not. What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where are Lynette and Fremine?
I'm eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
So he was pretty thorough, just like Neuvillette said. He knew everything, but he kept it so subtle and he acted like he acted in the right time.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Oh, he's in the pipes.
Wait, you can't mean
Is he?
you locked him outside in the sea?
That's even way worse.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
No.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
I mean, my heart sank.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed.
Bro's a mastermind. I mean, that's why he's the Duke of the, Fortress of Meripede.
Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now.
Yeah,
Miss
clearly.
Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremenet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with
Oh
me.
my god.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
Parents.
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Yeah, he planned this all along. He calculated every single little thing to get Arlecchino here.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
I mean, he doesn't have any room to refuse if you ask me. They played right into Risley's hands. Yep.
Linny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
I mean, he's right.
I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
The pressure.
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down.
No.
Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I want to save Fremenet and Lynette too. Why he's so smart? I mean, he has to.
Then how about this?
Oh.
Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found?
Like, my respect for him skyrocketed after the scene. He thought through everything.
I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Okay, easy enough.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It is a good thing that we have already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Oh no. Oh no, I hate this. Okay, if you break the hidden rule of the production zone, your welfare mail might contain some strange meat. Okay, select any clue. What is this?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time?
Not this one.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Maybe we can select this one.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it. The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
What are all these like Fonta-related information? Like it doesn't have anything to do with the strange
meat. Empty
meat.
for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be? According to Collins, the
I'm just doing a bunch of... Okay, I got two of them right.
The research notes
I'm gonna take this one now. Yep. Okay, good.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row.
It's the glasses again, oh my god.
Meat in their welfare meal.
Oh, I will never get used to this. She looks so goofy.
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost.
Oh.
Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
So that was the reason of the strange meat.
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well.
That's sweet of her.
It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
So this one is related to Fonta. The hidden rules of the Pancration ring, I remember, if someone tries to support both boxers at the same time, they will receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter, Let me sift through what I found and come up with the correct answer. Okay, if you violate a hidden rule of the pancreation ring, you will receive a bag containing a strange blood-colored fluid. What happens if you violate the pancreation ring's hidden rule? Okay. Who sent the package containing the strange blood-colored fluid? Now we're gonna go with the Fanta-related ones. Oh, but we need to put them in the order. Okay, wait a minute.
According to Collins, the pancreation tournament only took place because
Select clue, not this one.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
Wait. Oh no, I messed up their order.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because
Oh, okay, it was right. Nice.
Paimon
Get out with that glasses
There really
on.
was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the pancreation ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid.
So what is that blood-colored liquid exactly?
People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product.
Oh.
A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the pancreation tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse
this one is
and
tricky.
all of her patients in the infirmary?
We haven't collected enough info to answer that question.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Oh my god, what is...
The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind!
Linny, oh my god!
For this!
No way. He got shot? Who did... Oh, that was Siegewin, right? By the way, the way Ryza looks here is kinda...
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegewin. That was a
Knew
fantastic
it.
shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Siegewin? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
See...
Oh, he's gonna pass out. Are you his accomplice in all this? Of course she is!
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty.
Keep acting dumb.
When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Siegewin, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Yep. Please fill us in.
Take me if you want, but let them go.
Oh my god, I want to give him a hug.
How touching.
Oh,
Can you just give me one more minute?
that was cold. That was really cold of you.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a
Who?
cup of tea. Miss Sijween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You. What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Oh, they're already here. The door suddenly slams open. A familiar figure bursts into. Oh!
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Well. Fremine! Oh my gosh, she brought Fremine in. He's passed out.
Fremine. Fremine.
Oh my god. Please tell me he's just passed out.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
Pretty self-explanatory, I think.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms, it can't be... Nurse?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
No.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
No.
I'll talk to Clarande while you
Please,
get
please.
Fremine to
I
where it
want it
needs
to be wrong.
Everything else can wait.
Oh, please, please. Try to understand the situation of the people around. But I can't.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sijween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... Well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Tell me he's
Where
gonna
was
be
he
all...
when you
No, why are you writing goodbye, Fremine, in chat? No! No. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. Where was he when you found
The
him?
abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
No.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Imagine how scared he was. Poor Premine. I said Poor Fremine.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved 2.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
I like their interaction.
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Okay, next with Linny. Okay, he's up, calm down. Linny's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he would rather not have Sijween touch Fremine. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Fremine does require urgent medical care. Sijween's examining Fremine carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Fremine will be okay. I thought he was awake, but he's not. He's still unconscious.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
Oh my god, okay.
Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Well, that's very sweet of you after, kidnapping and, making someone unconscious. Lenny has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts as Siegewin just said.
Linny, are you okay?
How can he be okay in this situation? Look at Fremine.
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Okay, Lynette's back.
Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
He's already up. Linny and Lynette immediately come to lift Fremine up. Okay. He's waking up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
No.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They went upstairs, I think, to have tea.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Clarande saved Fremine from the sea. Just what happened there? Yeah, we need to learn. Go back to infirmary with Fremine. Then how are we going to learn the truth? I want to join the tea party. Where's the villains always lost logic? Who is winning now? Wait a minute. Oh, look how small he looks on that bed.
He's awake! Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
Oh, poor baby.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Oh no.
Shh, it's okay.
Don't stand up that
We
quickly.
can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you snuck into the pipes? I mean, who let primordial seawater mix into regular seawater?
Pipes.
Pipes. Did something happen in the pipes?
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, let's see. So he went into the pipes and then? Oh, are we gonna play as Fremine here? What? Yes, okay. You're seeing his point of view.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be? Did
he found him? And then, okay, look for clues concerning child. Nice. Oh my god, I don't have him. And now it's even hitting me more. Oh. Oh, that's a really cool claymore. Looks amazing with him. 4 piece noblesse, C3. Nice. Okay. We're supposed to go down. Nothing suspicious. So what exactly is this place?
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
If I rotate? Oh, okay. It's the one little... We have something similar in Honkai Star Rail too. And I literally hate it. So we're gonna bring it up. Okay, we're gonna use this to climb. Now we're gonna rotate.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
What are the obstacles? Try adjusting the... What? Rotary plate? How am I gonna get there though? Maybe I can fly there? Do you think that's a wise decision? Not really, okay. What is this? No, I cannot... Oh no, I cannot use it. Then how am I gonna go upstairs again? Oh no. Okay, let me just give up. Maybe it will send me back. Okay. So if I rotate it now and bring it upstairs. Yes. Now we can avoid the obstacle. Nice, nice, nice. It's all going according to the plan. Door of Resurrection? Oh, we're gonna meet enemy. Oh, go. No, even more down. Oh my god, okay. Anything suspicious? Nothing suspicious on our way down. Alright. Okay, we made it into the sea.
This is where the water starts. Okay.
Oh, he's so cute.
Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Alright, we're gonna dive into water now. Too shallow? No, it's not. Okay, good. Master Child. I don't think he's here.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Why I don't see any traces that he's talking about?
The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what
The primordial seawater. Oh no.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good.
I cannot watch this.
Get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
No. Bro, why don't you put your helmet on your head at the first place? He trusted his capabilities a little bit too much. But, return to the shore quickly. I mean, I wanted to take a look around, but for his safety, yeah. Are we gonna pass out in the middle of the road? I kind of feel like it. No, you're not gonna die, Fremine.
Die!
No, 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 no. No!
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
I know Clorinda's gonna save him, but still, it hurts to watch this. Poor baby. Now he's all okay, but he didn't really find anything.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Fremine. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Oh
Miss
no.
Lynette is right.
If it's still
I
the middle,
Miss Clarande will
it's
stay here as a
fine.
guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Liddy?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
He got a pretty good fright about losing his sibling, so I think he wants to stay by their side.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Oh my god. That was quite a ride. Go to the Duke's office. Just gonna fly down. I think Paimon looks better with glasses than without. I agree. She looks absolutely so funny and adorable. And I want a pair of those glasses. Could wear them on stream, you know. Talk to Risley. Okay. Gladly. We need an explanation.
Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremine's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarande. How are you feeling?
Yeah, she also consumed some primordial seawater after all.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Yeah, I want to explain.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Please enlighten us as much as you would like.
But where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
Oh my god, he's like far beyond impressive.
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
Oh god, he also doesn't know.
So you were hoping Lenny's group
I thought
would
he
just do
figured
your
it
work
out
for
by
you.
now.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
She just couldn't help herself.
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison?
Oh god.
I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Clarant down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
Sure.
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really exists.
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
So if Charles is in the Forbidden Zone, then we have to ask about it though.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yes, okay. I promise we'll never tell a soul.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
Okay. Nice. What is the secret? Follow Riley. I thought we were gonna at least have a cup of tea after that. Oh, a secret. Secret compartment.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede
Yeah,
is.
it's not impressive. It's not impressive. Not in Fortress of Meripede. From now on, it is rising in action finally.
Stand
They're
on the
going
central
down.
plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or...
Oh.
Whoa!
Yep, we're going even more down. We're gonna slowly move downwards. It is rising in action finally. First part of last part of Act 4.
This is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is...
What a huge door!
There
Where does
are
it
3
lead
such
to?
isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Okay, then show us. I'll be the judge of that. Keep exploring. Okay, what is behind the door?
Huh.
Open it,
So
open
there's a
it.
switch on the side.
Stand back.
Three doors.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
What's that in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
He doesn't say anything. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god. This room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure.
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
Is it tracking the, percentage of the primordial water? But he says something less ordinary, so...
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from
it's
the
not
outside,
pressure either.
but the readings didn't change at all.
Then it's primordial
Later on, a few
seawater.
more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently
I was
conclude
right.
that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
But what caused it to increase?
The concentration of...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea.
Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Oh.
Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us.
Funny thing is, primordial seawater rise due to certain person you will learn later.
The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
If this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say.
Oh my god.
If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But who makes it rise?
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring.
Well, I was thinking it was a part of complicated conspiracy, but Enlighten me.
It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says.
Whoa, that was a lot to take in.
Everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
Maybe that's why it is called Fortress. It protects Fontaine from the primordial seawater. Yeah. That makes totally sense now.
Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So, as Duke of Meripede, just what do you plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
I mean, the only one who can hold that probably is Neuvillette. What is this?
Your Grace, perfect timing.
You
results
too.
From our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
I mean...
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
He's the Duke, he can do whatever the hell he wants.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Ed who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Okay, I forgot.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Are you crazy?
Guys, focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that really necessary? I know she likes him.
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Well, I agree with Risley here.
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
This is not the time to talk about that.
Really thinks everything's super cool.
So we can see, is this just a normal room? No, it's not. It shouldn't be.
Well, let's spice it up a bit.
Yes.
And here you go.
Oh, this is...
What a huge ship.
And it's underwater?
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen
no,
before. What's going on?
Wait a minute.
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
I was about to say it is probably inspired by Noah's Ark.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Oh my god.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
So this is a plan for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everyone? I mean...
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call.
Yep.
Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
How all of the Fontaine is gonna fit into that ship?
Seems like you're good.
No, I have more.
Take it back.
Oh my god.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
He means that my actions now will decide the next steps Linny's group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Linny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Oh, likewise. Alright, we're back in infirmary. Remine, how are you feeling?
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh yes, you know what? I would love a cup of tea now.
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now.
Oh, what
While
is
I was
it?
sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijuin.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I think that was a code between Risley and Sijuin. Maybe they were talking
Make
in...
sense of this place.
Same.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
So did we learn anything from Wriothesley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Oh, are we gonna tell what's going on to Linny? I thought we were gonna make a decision. Linny sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now?
I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
I mean, you got your siblings
Nobody
back.
else is around, and Miss Sijween is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meripede.
Yep, you're right. Wriothesley said the same thing.
Whoa, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land.
King of a no man's land. When you say Wriothesley the king.
As long as the fortress doesn't do
sounds
anything
really
about
fitting.
Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
Linny's grasp of the big picture is really amazing.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably
Linny's
a secret
brain is
passageway behind the
braining.
block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess.
We need
You have the last piece of the puzzle.
After some deliberation, you share the information you just learned with Linny. While sharing what you saw, you emphasize good.
Can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
Oh,
If you
maybe.
remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
I really want to believe you. I really do.
The 2 of you have already aided us far too much.
That's
Probably
true.
wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward,
Look
please
at
come to the
Fremine,
House of the
he's
Hearth
so
at
cute.
any time.
Of course.
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the 3 of us basically see you as family now.
Aw, that's cute. Should I believe that?
You have my gratitude.
I mean, I believe Fremine, but Linny comes a little bit, gray. Morally gray.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us.
You're so
We
welcome.
didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Don't mention it. We can work together again if
Given your
necessary.
strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
No.
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
What was that?
Paimon's hungry.
You've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Oh god, what's going on? Did you know the children from the House of Herds have a second name they call the Child of Snow or Ice? Really? Where did you learn that? I haven't seen anything like that before. Now we gotta go to cafeteria to get ourselves some snacks. I mean, how can you have appetite at this situation?
Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well. Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria. What would you like to eat?
Oh, we can choose?
Yeah, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Nice. Then I'll have the tastiest stuff you have to offer.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon.
Of course.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
After a while, meals Sijwin ordered for you arrive. Also bring some drinks to us. Shakes genuinely tastes pretty terrible. Oh no, why? Drinks were it. Free dinners are absolute best.
Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious.
Besides the milk, I mean, everything was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Oh god. She knows a little bit too much about facial muscles.
Sijwin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
Both.
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a
Told ya.
Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Look who's talking, as if you're so tall.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear. Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well. Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through. It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervulette would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
Wait. Does that mean Nervulette likes darkness and chaos? I wouldn't say that he enjoyed chaos. The darkness, I can understand because he doesn't like to be out in the sun. He likes to prefer to have, darkness and shadows, but chaos? I wouldn't guess that. But that doesn't make any sense at all. It is hard to imagine Nervulette outside of his office.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
He loves the drama. Can we talk to Clorand?
Clorand!
Ah, it's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sijwin really put in a lot of effort.
Sounds like she didn't really enjoy the dinner.
So we heard that
trying to be nice.
Come down to help, and you saved Fremine too. You sure work super fast.
Oh, it was child's play.
Very humble.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sigewinne and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sigewinne was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
Well, she could have joined us.
First time in a long time. So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes.
I'm smelling something here. Like something they've been through something together.
You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
It is all thanks to Nouvellette. This is technically a work trip for us too.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon.
Yeah.
Don't run around unnecessarily.
Okay. Return to dormitories to rest. Dude, I have to go into the action. I want to go to the gate that holds the primordial seawater. What happened? The action begins. Yeah, we ate the dinner. Now we're going to dormitories to rest. Probably tomorrow is going to be the day of action. Tomorrow is the day. Am I ready? Not really. Not really. I'm not ready for what's to come. Alright.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Oh gosh, she's making me... Oh my gosh, she's making me... Yeah, I'm also getting there. It didn't even took her a second to fall asleep. She's already snoring. By the way, her snoring was so cute. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
And they sleep together. It's so cute. Good night.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
What's
What
going
happened?
on?
Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop
Oh
asking.
god. There's panic. Why is everyone panicking?
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
What's that sound? Paimon, wake up. We need to go out and see what's going on. It's not anything positive, considering the alarm is ringing. Oh. Everyone's running around.
Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
There's no time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait!
Maybe we should run
These
too.
people, they won't even talk to us.
They're trying to save their lives.
There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Christo and Laveroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you?
Why are we evacuating?
Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
That means whatever happened must have happened down below. Isn't that gate at the very bottom?
It can't be that thing.
Oh, it is that thing.
What? What? Hey, where are you going?
We gotta go down.
The Duke, you two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey! Be careful!
Don't worry about us. Oh god.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
I'm stressed.
Attention, please evacuate
Like, I am stressed. Do you think he will be in the office? Oh no, okay, we gotta go down. Sure, I forgot that the way it was from his office. Okay. Be quick. Oh no. Oh god. Is it gonna explode?
Just like I said.
What happened?
Oh, it's gonna explode. This
You're
can't
just
be
in time.
good.
But be ready to run.
What is he gonna do? Don't tell me he's gonna try to hold that thing. Oh no. Oh, he froze the whole wave. Okay. Wow, that was impressive. But the rest is gonna... Yeah, I figured. But the color of the water is so pretty. Too bad it's deadly. Run for your life, Risley.
2, 1.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Woo! Oh god. That was intense.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
So be quick. Find Neuvillette. Him and Shanhe should shake hands.
How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Well, keep freezing it. Oh my god. I literally held my breath when Risley just slid under that door. It was stressful. And the angle they did it was so like realistic. Literally felt like he was slipping under the last second. I think he maybe he sensed
Traveler,
something
I need you to head
wrong
to
is
the
going
Opera
on.
House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me
Will do.
later.
You have my sincerest gratitude.
Okay, he's gonna go down. We're gonna go to Opera House. Fine. Go to the Opera House. I wish I could be there though. Like under with Neuvillette and Risley. Am I gonna be able to see what's gonna happen at the Fortress of Meripede?
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Oh, yes.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Though
Yep.
I'm sure he's already explained this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence.
I'll do my best. Come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yes. Oh gosh, she's so cool. Farina, calm down. It's okay. Oh, the little smile when she sees us.
So you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Oh, that's true.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler.
Oh my god.
I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Her outfit, her nails, her shoes, her hair, her everything is just gorgeous, iconic. So this is the knave, the head of the House of the Heart, and the Linny siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Greetings.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps
Sure.
you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Well, after you. She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler,
She's not
what
friendly.
do you think of this cake?
She's really intimidating, and she's really intense. It's pretty good, it's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Wonder said something like, she's wolf in a sheep clothing in his voice line. Was it about the knave? I thought it was about Columbina. You know, this innocent looking girl with the giant robot. I thought it was no. I think it was about the girl who was sleeping on the coffin, not the girl with the robot. It was Columbina. Yeah, not the knave. Knave looks like a wolf. Like directly. Wait, Charles should have no reason to have said something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Farina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
So you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina?
Yeah, we saw in the
right.
court.
I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette.
Oh, okay. I remembered wrongly. So, Wanderer said a wolf in sheep's clothing. To exert a higher level of control over people, she puts on a graceful and cordial front. Most of those who have seen her true, crazy self have gone poof. It's about the knave. I was wrong, he said that about Columbina. So knave is the one who is the wolf in sheep's clothing. God, most of those who have seen her true crazy self have gone poof. Well, she doesn't seem intimidating only. She really is intimidating. Okay. I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
Why?
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Exactly. Child about the knave. Look, I've got nothing against people who have their own agendas. I myself joined the Fatui to get more experience in combat, but I don't like her but I don't like her at all. If she stood to benefit from betraying others, she would turn against Tsaritsa in a heartbeat. There isn't a sane bone in her body. And this is Child saying there isn't a sane bone in her body, considering how cracked he is. Whoa. Whoa.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Oh gosh. I feel really sorry for Farina.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that child is still alive.
How do we know for sure, Paimon?
Oh. And just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
I mean, I wish we knew, but...
Well...
Oh no. Oh no, Paimon's statement just left us wide open.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together.
Oh, God.
I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
How should we know, and why are you writing the letter in the name of child in the first place? She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Farina. That sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Farina, please.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Oh.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Oh no, that was a subtle threat.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Oh no, she knows. Oh my god. Okay.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
He's so cool. It's like, stand back. I got
Sure you
this.
don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah,
It's
who knows?
not time
Maybe
to
it's
tease
just
now.
your sense of responsibility.
Oh my god.
Sounds about right.
Hydro Dragon, Hydro Dragon. Please be safe. What is he gonna do? Oh god. With one hand. Okay.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Oh god. He just put it back to its place.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Most gentle judge ever, oh god.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
That was insane, first of all, but it took him a couple of seconds to deal with that, which is very impressive, first of all. But I think like one of the favorite things for me about Nuvi is that he's still very gentle and soft inside, even though he's like incredibly powerful. And I think it's a really good or a really rare thing to see, especially with people or, you know, beings that are extremely powerful. they tend to grow a little bit of harsh and cruel, but not him. But the last part keeps bothering me. Who is he apologizing to? I thought like maybe the first Hydro Archon, but it's probably not true. Sadly, I cannot remember where this prophecy originated from, like what led to the occurrence of this prophecy. Whoever ruled or whoever caused the prophecy, he's probably apologizing to that person. But I cannot remember the origin of it.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Yeah.
Indeed. But only for now.
But how long? For how long, let's say?
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Oh my god. They bet on him?
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
In this situation, how could you even think about, oh, Chlorinde, let's bet on Nuvi. What do you think?
You made a bet?
I agree with you. Like, you made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Chlorinde thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
My god.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
Oh god.
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
I love them making a bet in this situation. I agree, it's so funny.
I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I love the unserious dialogue in Fontaine Quest and the characters. It is a highly serious situation. They are unserious, really contradicting the whole situation. Like, the whole Fontaine could have been, destroyed by that water. But no, they're just, let's make a bet. What do you think? Can you let hold it?
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
I love their interactions.
Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for long.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I will never stop saying this. I mean, his eyes are gorgeous. Every time I see, up close, I'm like, one more time. Appreciating the beauty. Okay, let's see what Nave and Farina is up to. Can we go back there? That was an epic cutscene. Oh god.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Oh, you're aware we were playing house.
Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
I'm gonna hide. Hide under the table.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
I mean, she has a point.
But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Yes, go. Stand up for yourself. That's what I like to see.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Furina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the knave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting on a front. I think her carefree and, nonchalant attitude is putting on a front, putting on a mask to maybe make people think that she's actually calm and chill and nothing is wrong. Because if she acts like something is wrong, that would, lead the public into panic.
Then I ask you, Miss Furina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
So, was that all a lie? Or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but now she's deflated like a popped balloon.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that's a hard question.
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Oh, God.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Furina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
Yeah, that wasn't convincing.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Furina.
She's gonna smack her any minute. I can feel her rage.
I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium.
I mean, I cannot focus on what she's saying. Look at her outfit. Fire. Like, I want that whole outfit for myself. It is so good.
But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Furina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side.
Don't hit there. Don't hit her where it hurts.
Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Neuvillette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? Oh yeah, he already did. And is Farina being truthful or not?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
The knave proceeds to change the topic and brings up a number of less significant matters.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table, and I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Oh, of course.
Paimon's coming too!
Farina, what do you have to say for yourself?
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
Yeah, you need a good rest after that. Alright. Follow the knave to the exit. Oh god, I'm going to the wrong direction. No? What? Oh god. She's so girl failure. I love her so much. I don't think she's gonna be a failure. Right now, she seems like one. But I think she will figure something out. I don't think she's that irresponsible. All right.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Oh.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
I didn't think that's what you wanted to talk about. And there is no need.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you?
Not really.
The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me.
Oh.
By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
Do we really have to
You
answer?
are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. allow me to share my perspective with you.
Sure.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Poor agent.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you!
Oh my god, is she following Farina around? By the way, another outfit. Gorgeous again. My god. I'm so impressed by her, like, it's not even funny.
You dare to run from me? Right this instant!
Farina,
My
oh
goal
god.
is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Is she making a sneak attack? Look at the kitty. Oh my god.
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Oh.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
Oh gosh, she's terrified.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
Oh, I really feel so bad and sorry for her. Look how scared she
Not
is.
long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
Leave her alone.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't really think so. Nuvi is the Hydro Dragon, but Farina could be a replacement or a substitute, and maybe we haven't even seen the real Hydro Archon
I
yet.
have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct,
No, it's not.
He is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
Oh god, this scene.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meropide. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Well, maybe Nuvi's taking care of the Gnosis, like, yeah, remember she had the Gnosis and saved it to Scaramouche. Yeah, that's a possibility, I agree with you. Maybe Neuvillette has it, and maybe he has it stored in... Oh, maybe it's in the Oratries. Could it be? It's a really safe place to store the Gnosis, if you ask me.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. we now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Jadealy's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Well, that's a very thorough plan. Now what?
You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
She's really cray-cray.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
Oh, nice. She came to the right conclusion. So, that was the reason Farina was so terrified of the knave and she didn't want to face her alone, because she attacked her beforehand.
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
Oh god, I would be so happy to cooperate with you too, even though I'm kind of suspicious of you.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Neuvillette?
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Hi.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
Maybe ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate.
As for what happened on our side, you recount the happenings of the tea party to Neuvillette.
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the Primordial Sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us?
Oh, please. Please.
Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you.
Please tell us something.
You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, And although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
What did you sense in the fortress of Meripede? Did you manage to protect those that needed to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering.
Jay, did you like the scene with Primordial Sea? Oh god, it was amazing! It was so intense, like I literally held my breath while watching it. It was beautiful. Paimon, y'all are weirdos.
And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Oh god, it started raining after he said that. Hydro Dragon, please don't cry.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
The clear sky suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light rain soon growing to a downpour. Give him a hug. And just moments before, Neuvillette has just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to that legend and what Remine said, it is said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Wow! Finally! Wait, Neuvillette, you can't be. Oh, but he is!
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He is the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Well, I'm not.
Furina?
Where is she going?
Neuvillette! Neuvillette, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not
We
actually
did.
the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
My lips are sealed. Don't even worry about it.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
It's not that simple.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Oh. No wonder the dragons hate the Archons.
There are 7 elemental Archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
Exactly.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
Unless the Archon disappears.
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
See you later, Neuvillette.
We'll see you another time.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Please stop crying. Oh. Return to the present to learn more about everyone's situation. It feels like the most intense part is over, and this is the closing for the Archon quest. I just wanted to give Neuvillette a hug, like so bad. Okay, let's check up on everyone. Oh wait, I have to go downstairs? No. What do you gossip girls are up to? Yep.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Nope.
Huh? No, not at all.
Ah, and here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
These two are really sweet.
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
Of course, anytime.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so.
Of course.
I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Alright, let's check the others. Oh, that's Risley. Let's check Siegewin. I want to check up on Risley the last.
Siegewin! Traveler! Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing
We're
great.
fine. But what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
Oh, you're
How
welcome.
did Nervillette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced.
I wonder if Farina will give the Gnosis power to Neuvillette. Oh, that's an outcome I cannot predict, actually. But I think Gnosis is in. Oh my god, I cannot speak. Gnosis is inside the Oratries. I don't think Farina has it. I mean, it's already mentioned by the knave, but I also don't think that Neuvillette has it. I think it's inside Oratries.
I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
Oh, but I really want to leave.
Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles.
That's so weird.
Contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Okay, that's cute. Okay, it turned cute towards the end. Alright, we have 2 more people. That's Risley. What about that? Okay. How can I go? Oh, okay. I see. I have to go to the office. It's downstairs. That's downstairs, but that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Courier! Miss Siegewin told me you still haven't eaten.
You two still aren't dating?
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks. I wasn't aware that we were this close to check up on these two.
And you!
It's kind of
Are you
weird.
still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
Sure.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh, yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
I think this is the fact.
Not at all!
They just have to agree. Come on. There's no need to be ashamed. And the way you are so quick to deflect, it makes me believe that you two are in a relationship. They have way too much chemistry to not be in a relationship. Okay, how am I going to find the other? Okay, let me follow up the path. Hopefully it will take me there. Who is left actually? I thought we were gonna talk to Risley and Clorinde, but who else is there? Maybe Linny and Lynette and Fremine. But we are going to the dormitory, so I'm not really sure who is the last person that we're gonna check up on. Oh yes. Okay, good. I was right.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Fremine.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support.
I really want him. Please come home, Fremine. Just please.
Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorinde in person.
Oh, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
Yeah, just be careful.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a little surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Oh, I don't really think so.
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Well, Child says the opposite, so...
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
Why did you give us away like
Well,
that, Paimon?
next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Oh, that's lovely. Talk. Okay, yes. I would be so upset if he didn't talk with Risley. But we already been to his office and he wasn't there. Go, 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 go. Let's see how he's holding up. Hello.
Do my
He's
eyes
chilling.
deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface?
We are not inmates.
Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's gonna work. And he's being sarcastic.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Oh.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Oh, I want one.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Yay!
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
That's even better.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Well, thank you. What is the gift? I bet it's tea.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Yay!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Sure. What is the gift? What is the gift? Oh my god. That's a crime that they don't show what the gift is. Dude. Maybe we will see it once we go back to the dormitory. Copium, hopium. Please. It would have been nice to have a souvenir from Risley. Such a shame. I'm restless. I gotta see what the gift is. I mean, we didn't even receive anything in the inventory. No. Well, I was thinking the same. I said maybe it's tea, but they didn't tell us anything. So we don't know if it's tea or not, but it's most likely tea. You're correct. Okay, let's rest.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders.
Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Paimon, is there something you would like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true. All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
Oh.
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We are the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't
Of
you the
course.
only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just the thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon.
All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night. Oh, this is so cute. Oh. Okay, child's vision. Oh god, where is he? It's a giant whale. But where is he? It looks like he's in the primordial sea. Now that's a cliffhanger, guys. A serious cliffhanger. Wow. I mean, Act 4 was really good. But Act 3 was so slow. But overall, I like it. It was good. It was a wild ride. But I can say, like, confidently, Act 4 was my favorite one so far. It's been great. Thank you so much for joining the stream and hanging out with me. I'll see you guys on Discord. If you haven't joined Discord, please do join because I always make the announcements before streams every week. And I'll see you next time.